Children, now we are going to learn about postulates of Bohr's model of atom. Already previously we have learnt John Dalton's view, J.J. Thomson's view, then Rutherford view. All the views were rejected. So to overcome the above defects of the Rutherford model, mainly Niels Bohr in 1913, he gave a modification based on quantum theory of radiation. So the important postulates are: number one, electrons, nucleus present in the middle having positive charge, and electrons revolve around the nucleus in certain selected circular path called orbit. This is the orbit. Orbit is the path in which electron is revolving around the nucleus. So if an electron present here, it revolves only in this orbit. If electron present here, it revolves only in this orbit. If electrons present here, it revolves only in this orbit. So these orbits are associated with definite energy, and they are also called as energy shell or energy level or quantum level. They are numbered as 1, 2, 3, then if more than one more orbit means 4, 5 goes on. And they are designated as K, L, M, N shells. So as long as an electron remains in a particular orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. This means that energy of an electron in a particular path remains constant. So these orbits are also called a stationary orbit. Stationary orbit. So shortly, if we are saying these and all, whatever I told now, conclusion, shortly if we are saying means we can say energies of electrons in an atom are quantized. Since the energy of the electron remains constant, it is said as energies of electron in an atom are quantized. So electron is revolving around the nucleus in a certain circular path called stationary orbit. Why it is said as stationary orbit? Because as long as an electron remains in a particular orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. That is, the energy of the electron remains constant. So it is called as stationary orbit. Second point, stationary orbit. So when an electron revolves around the nucleus in certain circular path having angular momentum m, nu r equal to nh by 2 pi, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. H is the Planck's constant value. This value you have to by heart, 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. H. So electron revolving in a particular path having the angular momentum mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. This is the third point. So, other words, the angular velocity of an electron in an atom is quantized. Now, if an electron jumps from one stationary orbit to another, It will absorb or emit radiation of a definite frequency, giving a spectral line of that frequency, which depends upon the initial and the final level. That is, shortly, if we are saying when an electron jumps from one level to the another level, it needs some extra energy. So it gains some energy. When an electron jumps back to the lower level, it radiates some amount of energy in the form of radiation. So as long as an electron revolves in a fixed stationary orbit, it doesn't lose its energy. But when an electron jumps from higher energy state E2 to the lower energy state E1, the excess energy emitted as radiation. So the frequency of the emitted radiation is given as E2 minus E1 equal to h nu. That is, nu is equal to E2 minus E1 by h. So when suitable energy is applied to an electron, it will jump from the lower energy to the higher level. Then once more, when an electron wants to jump from the higher level to lower level, it emits that extra energy what it absorbs. So applying Bohr's postulates to hydrogen-like atom, that is one electron species, H plus, He plus, Li2 plus. The radius of the nth orbit and the energy of the electron revolving in the nth orbit is given as, generally it is given as radius of the nth orbit is 0.529 n square by Z Armstrong. Similarly, the energy of the nth orbit minus 13.6 by n square into Z square electron volt per atom, or En equal to minus 1312.8 by n square into Z square kilojoule per mole. Radius of the nth orbit or energy of the nth orbit. So what is the limitations of Bohr's atom model? Bohr's atom model is applicable, one of the defect, Bohr's atom model is applicable only to species having one electron like hydrogen, Li2 plus, etc. but does not applicable for multi-electron atom. Not applicable for multi-electron atom. Only for one electron species it is applicable. Now, secondly, it was unable to explain the splitting of spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. In the presence of magnetic field it is called as Zeeman effect. In the presence of an electric field it is called as Stark effect. This and all cannot be explained by Bohr. This is the second drawback. Third one, Bohr's theory was unable to explain why the electron is restricted to revolve around the nucleus in fixed orbit in which the angular momentum of the electron is equal to nh by 2 pi. For this question, the answer cannot be given by Bohr. But once upon a time, the answer for this was given by Louis de Broglie. But this answer cannot be given by Bohr. What is that one? That is, when an electron restricted to revolve around the nucleus in a fixed orbit in which the angular momentum of the electron, why it is equal to nh by 2 pi. The answer for this question cannot be given by Bohr. So these are the drawbacks or limitations of Bohr's atom model. It is given clearly in book page number 39 and 40. You can go through and the postulates also given. There are 4 points. It is a 5-mark question or 3-mark question. That 4 points. Then below it is given radius and energy of the nth orbit. Then apart from that it is given limitations of Bohr's atom model in a book clearly. Go through and you can read once or twice and Stark effect, the Zeeman effect, that and all you have to learn. That why the energy, how the energy is radiated, how it is absorbed, everything is given clearly in that. Go through and mark it in the book.